Greetings everybody, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Oxygen Not Included Volcanea, episode 40, Building a Sauna. What I wanted to do is replace the blast shot from steel to something else, because I don't think I'm going to really need steel blast shot. I could probably get away with like gold and save the steel. But I was waiting until the next strike so that I wasn't like, I didn't have a lack of coverage, but I haven't been struck in so long. The game's like, ha ha ha, I know what you're doing. Oh, and I'm not gonna allow it. So anything past this spot here is gonna be able to be superheated. So I don't really need a large thing for the steam generating. Even something small like that will be fine. The other question I have is probably temp shift plating in it. And as you can see, this is just outside of the blast shot radius, so that there's a chance for this to get struck. Plus, the regolith around it is super hot. So for temp shift plating, I'm going to want some more diamond. So there's diamond there. Is there any diamond that is, like, easier to get to? I don't have to have diamond temp shift plates. They're just good. I'm going to get weird. I'm gonna get diamond from the sky. I'm coming, diamond. This is probably a necessary amount of extra work. I'm already kind of regretting this, but I'm committed. Alright, so the one thing I will need, though, is, I'm gonna want this wall to protect the space scanner from, steam blast. When the rockets come up, I didn't really account for that. And then also, the wires that cross over to the room that will produce steam are going to want to be steel as well, because they're going to get rocket blasted. Build a rocket launch tube and a steam box. There we go. Adding to the goal. So the concept behind this is that this will probably get struck by meteorites, I'd imagine. I might need to mine out some of the eastern half of this, but it's probably going to get struck sooner or later. Oh yeah, there's a strike. And every time it gets struck, up there's another one. It goes up considerably in temperature. And I'm building out a bunker tile so it can't get destroyed when it gets struck. It just gets hot. Yep, there it is. Getting hotter and hotter and hotter. It's already above boiling temperature. And any water dumped in there is going to obviously turn into steam. And then that steam can then be pumped into the steam engine for our rocket. So this is sort of the very cheap and easy way to build rockets. Okay, now is the time to switch the blasters over. There's also like a bunch of blast shot that get dropped on the ground. So what I can do is I can put a storage box here with blast shot in it, and then just and the storage bin will be a sweep only to clean up the blast shot that got dumped on the ground, and then put it back into the circulation. Come on, Diamond Shaft. It's a very low priority for my jetters to get down there. Alright, so these are set back up. Good. Alright, so here is going to be a sweep only for last shot. To be honest, this whole thing doesn't need to be bunker tile necessarily. It's probably unnecessary. Only the top is really going to get struck. The sides could have been just like metal tile of some unrelated metal. Maybe I'll do that, just to make it extra cheap. I'm just super cheaping my way through this. The overheat temperature of just like regular iron metal tiles are going to be enough to withstand the temperatures of strikes, I think. Why do we have steel down here? Oh, yeah, that's the refinery. So now I'm just sweeping up all the steel that I've got. In fact, I would go so far as to say it would make more sense to have steel stored closer to space, like in a box up here, rather than next to the refinery. Because all the steel that we're using is going to be used up here. Oh, we found a salty dwarf. Nice. I'll keep analyzing. So Badger, yeah, as Shiel said, there's a left and a right side of space, which is roughly here and here. So these space scanners are covering like a quarter of the entire width of the asteroid. It's not a very big asteroid. Oh, the diamond tunnel's coming together. Diamond mining. Alright, so now I have a sweep only for steel. So we can clean up all the steel that's up here, because steel is kind of important. Don't want to lose it. So we built into it. And then this thing just allows the mechanized airlock. So this isn't going to be like waterlocked or anything like that, because whatever liquid lock that we put on this would probably boil off. Oh, we did lose some steel, though. That's okay. I'll get it. So instead, I'll just have a steel mechanized airlock, and when we are producing water, or producing steam in there, I'll just make sure that no one uses the airlock, so it's not outgassing or anything like that. Okay. I think we cleaned up all the steel. Ooh, barbecue. That'll help with their cake cows. Nice. Now, even though I don't have water in this yet, the bunker tiles themselves will start to heat up. The metal tiles underneath it, what do they melt temperature? Oh yeah, their melting point is 1500 Celsius. I don't think that will be much of a problem. And we'll get temp shift plates in order to... Oh yeah, this just took a bunch of hits. Yep, this will work just fine. Then we'll get temp shift plates to keep the steam in. Because right now, if we put steam in this, it would outgas. Ooh, that took a good hit. Look at that temperature. Jump. What's the point of the bunker tile thing? This thing will purposely get struck by meteorites and heat up, producing steam for our steam rocket. It's part of our space program. This is a very fancy steam generator. I'm saying fancy ironically because it's not fancy at all. So the first rocket that you launch to space is a steam engine. So this thing produces steam, or will produce steam once it's done. Oh, I do have a wee bit of an issue where I can't bridge... Oh, that's not true. I could go up this way. So here's our water line. Bringing it over. How is this unreachable? Oh, we got sunburned. Poor Fangface. What's the last thing we discovered out here? Another organic mass. And as you can see, it goes up to 200k or 190. And that will be the temporal tear. Spoiler. I could probably have gotten away with just like drywall, because the water will be on the bottom, but the temp shift plates will help keep the hot stuff hot. Will that collide? I don't think it will. Hope not. Well, actually, I might want a regular suit dock for that part. So a gantry like this from a regular suit dock over here that bypasses the jet suit dock. So that, because our pilot needs to wear an exosuit, not a jet suit. Something to think about. I guess I'll start working on that. Alright, making it even more simple now. I'm tired of trying to dig that out. I'll have temp shift plates around the edges and not around the center. Nothing like KISS principle in practice, right? I could still do thermally reactive drywall. I will want a valve on this thing, though. Just realized I was setting it up without a liquid shutoff valve. We don't want to dump infinite water in there. That sounds kind of like a bad idea. Yep, it is a hot steam box. Exactly. How's the blast shot looking? Still pretty good. The room is ready for more iron. What is Badger working on? Must be building, okay. So I'm gonna have Badger start refining steel instead. We're awaiting more steel than I currently own. So this here is just going to be a regular exosuit dock, because the pilot that gets into this thing wears an exosuit, not a jet suit. And I believe I'm going to need that in order to get the rocket going. Meaning that you, Pokey Shell, is going to have to go. And then I'll probably just drain. I mean, it doesn't really matter how this launch to, or the gantry way for the pilot works, as long as they end up here. Alright, it's dead. Taking their sweet time, building the rest of this. Probably just because they're having to go... I wonder where my diamond is. Maybe they're having to run pretty far for diamond. No, it's just stored in the boxes down here. There's a little bit of it, like, way, way, way down in the oil biome, but there's probably enough diamond up in the boxes that easy to get to. A dusty dwarf. Cool. I think at this point I'm gonna actually stop scanning so that Fangface can help to help build or do something else. So I'm gonna pause analysis instead. I'm gonna have all hands on deck. Also, Fangface, I think, has gotten sunburned from being in the telescope for so long that he's a little unhappy about life right now. So then once we have steam... Oh, this shouldn't be a liquid pump. I don't know why I did that. That needs to be a gas pump. So once we have... I said liquid steam. Once we have steam, we will... pump the steam down to the steam engine. Alright, refinery's getting a little hot. What's her coolant at? Yep, coolant needs to chill. So I'll put a pause on the refinery for a bit. At this point, if I wanted more dupes, I would definitely need to add more ranching or farming, which I'm not going to do, so I'm just rejecting all dupes. Wow, I can't believe how good those conduction plates work. These meteor blasters are, like, very cold. As you can see. How hot is this scanner? Oh, well, it's not that close to a melting point. Oh, you know what it is? It's getting the jet wash from the jetpacks, and the jet wash is heating it up. What a dumb way to heat up your space scanners, man. Just blasting past it. I mean, once this is all built, that won't be a source of heat. But that's why the left scanner is so much cooler than the right scanner, because the right scanner just keeps getting farted on by the jetpacks. Yes. Jetpack fart. Melting your scanners. Alright, finally some significant building progress, I think. So we need 5 more temp shift plates, and then we'll be airtight. At that point, once everything in here is built and swept up, I will close and lock the mechanized airlock, dump water in it, turn the water into steam, and then, let's get a signal switch for the pump. The gas pump. And then I'll be able to gas pump the steam straight into the steam engine and blast off! Or something like that. Oops. Is the rocket going to harm the switch? No, I made the switch out of steel. And I made the cables here out of steel. So nothing around here should be harmed. The space scanner might get harmed. Because the steam will outgas on it. We'll see. The space scanner that might actually be a bit of a concern. If I have spare steel, I can replace this right scanner with steel from lead to make it a lot more heat resistant, if that needs to be done. Which, like I said, it might. We will see. Alright, Fangface's stress is coming down. Wood. I would say at this point, grooming and shearing, I'm gonna bring down to like a 4. I don't think it's all that important anymore. Got bigger, better things to do. I could add it to the cooling loop. That might be enough. It'd be rather easy to do. All I need to do is stick like a conduction panel right here, and let's just do that. It's not a lot of work. It's kind of the cheap and easy way to fix it. Bit of a band-aid, but like, you know, I'm good with band-aids. We need a sweep-only box for the regolith that's in that room, in the steam room. I actually don't need to get rid of this regolith. This regolith is actually pretty hot, but I'm going to sweep it out of there anyway. Same with the Mavic. To make it look nice. What the hell? Where'd that come from? Oh, probably a shoal. One of the stupid animals. Shove vole, whatever they are. Okay, almost there. Just a little bit more diamond to be able to get that built. Something... Oh, yeah, it's a tube. Space barbecue. Alright, there it is. And it's plummeting temperature. Plummeting. Wow, that is effective. And it's gone down 20 degrees Celsius already. Ta-da! God, those things are amazing. I mean, I know they're not they're not like aqua tuners, right? They're not like hyper effective like an aqua tuner would be, but holy moly, is that ever useful? So maybe another cycle or two, and we'll have all of the setup for the rocket done. And then it will just be a matter of making the steam, delivering the steam, making the rocket, and blasting off. Also making the suit dock and all that jazz too. I can't forget about that. This is going to be the most ghetto space checkpoint ever in the history of checkpoints. It's like a little hole in the cave. Basically, a caveman goes through into a cave and comes out in a spacesuit and launches into a rocket. Does it make sense? Hell no. Will it work? Yo, of course. Alright, now the space scanner is not even close to its melting temp, so that did work. Oops. Wrong button. So here is our little liquid lock. And then once the liquid lock's done, I'll dig a tunnel over to the gantry for the rocket. So that we can exosuit out. Yep. I just dumped everything out of that box, which was regolith, and then so I could put more regolith in it. Guess I ought to sweep up this debris as well. Low priority. The reason why you'd want to sweep this up is like after a lot of rocket launches, whatever's underneath the rocket wash will get heated up. So like for instance, if you have metals down there, your metals might turn to liquid. You know, or something like that. Because the rocket blast does generate a lot of heat. It generates a lot of heat here. So, like, this cold biome that's underneath it is going to get slightly cooked. But, like, again, you know, this is the finale. I don't really care about melting an ice biome if it's in the way. What I haven't had in a long time is a strike. I mean, it's still hot enough to boil water, but not that hot. I'm not worried about it, just kind of annoyed that there hasn't been a strike in a long time. Okay. Sweep that up, please. Now, there's a there's basically an almost zero chance. Well, here, I'll just build like that. Now there's a zero chance. There's a zero chance that things that shouldn't get hit will get hit now. Because the meteor blaster covers everywhere that isn't bunker tile, and I'll have the bunker tile extended out here so that the sides can't get blasted. I didn't realize there was so much regolith on the ground here. That's okay, I just made more room. Oh, Badger got sunburned. I had no idea that the tidy up for this would take so long. Yeah, it was tons and tons and tons of regolith at Maffic that need to get all the way. I should have just put the boxes here to cut down commute time. Oh well. A little late now. Yeah, there's only one more ball of regolith and then we're good. How am I doing on time? Yeah, got some time left. Just making sure watch the base, make sure that our water levels are getting kind of low, but that's not something that's going to worry me for the next 100 cycles or so. Temperatures look pretty temperate. All of the power transformers over here are obviously producing heat, but not enough heat for me to, like, be concerned. Someone had a mega leak, or something melted. But that's in the mesh, so it's not getting our feet dirty, so that's fine. Yeah, I think base is pretty well maintained at this point. Don't really have to worry about it. So once this regolith is gone, I'll force the door closed, and I'll start running water into it through the shut-off valve. Oops. The hell did that come from? I think it was in the door. Just sort of pooped out there. Alright, so proof of concept here. I'll let a little water go. And we should see the steam start to build up. Yep, instantly turned to steam. Because the edges of this box are pretty hot. So time to dump a whole lot of water. Because our steam rocket's going to need a whole lot of steam. To get to out to space. So now that I added enough water, what it's doing is it's dipping. I probably should have put the gas pump higher, but whatever. It cooled down the box enough that it condensed. But that's fine, because, you know, after one meteorite strike, it will be hot again. So we're getting the rocket modules going. Now, do I even have an Atmos suit? No. Guess I'll make an iron one. Do we move the blast shot? We have. So now the blast shot I dumped on the floor, and it got put into the conveyor loader by the auto sweeper and resupplied to the blasters up here. Alright. I don't know how much steam I'm going to need, but, like, that will be enough for water for now. I think. Alright, come on, meteorite strikes. I was kind of relying on you. You're letting me down, meteorites. So I need some steel for the steam engine. So let's make steel instead. Thank you for tuning in to Oxygen Not Included Volcanea, which originally streamed live on Twitch, July 27th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this series has since ended, so changes cannot be made at this time. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Twitch and also my schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community on Discord, it has a link there too. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream of another game. Farewell, my fellow duplicants.